posted up, pride in his stand. Points piling higher, he don't even care. Perilous precision, perfect putt in the air. Palooza on the block, power everywhere. Papa's points per punt, Palooza. Keep it tight, no room for a loser. Papa's points per punt, Palooza. Crowd go wild, ain't nobody smoother.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your normally scheduled Quintuple P TV to bring you this breaking news report, a bombshell interview with a member of Commissioner candidate Dan Stern's inner circle. This whistleblower has chosen to remain anonymous to protect themselves and their families. Hello, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Without revealing your identity, can you tell us how close you are to Dan Stern?
Too close. Closer than I'd like to be. If you need inside information, I'm your guy.
All right. So we'll get right into it then. Based on your closeness, do you have concerns about Dan potentially being the commissioner of this league next year?
Concerns is probably the lightest word I would use for that. I think if you know, this is when I came to this league, I was shocked that he was the one challenging your authority. There's no way any rightful league would have someone of his caliber leading it.
Nope. Hold on. We're losing our production trailer. Hello? Can we get him blacked out? Can we get him blacked out again, please? He's on. We got his face up. Hello? All right.
Is my voice a normal pitch?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
Your identity has just been revealed to the world. Unfortunately, this is live. Ladies and gentlemen, our whistleblower is none other than Sean Brady himself.
Me. Whistling away.
Sean, we appreciate you being on here despite the risk to your own safety.
Yeah, that's the thing about a threat like Dan Stern is that he might seem aloof, but he's connected. He's got friends in very, very low places. We know that.
It's a chilling visual and picture that you're painting. Sean, is it correct that you were roommates with Dan Stern for 2 years?
That is correct. That's absolutely correct.
And in that time, I would imagine you spent a lot of time around one another and you really got to know him as a person.
Absolutely. For better and worse, I would say. Mostly worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Briefly, can you explain to us what it was like living with Dan?
Wow, that's I kind of wish I had the anonymous kind of silhouette going still. This really pains me to say. I mean, Dan's great. He'll bring you a beer on the couch. Um, he'll bark at your neighbors. If you give him a treat, he'll wag his tail. But at a certain point, you need a roommate, not a golden retriever. Uh, there's a lot that I can't say. I'll put it that way. His lawyers may have gotten to mine, which is ironic because I'm still not convinced he has health care. But he's very tight with the NDA department that he's got working over there, which would be trouble for our league. Let's just put it that way.
Absolutely. We appreciate you revealing what you can to us, and we understand here, Papa's Points per Punt Palooza, there's real life legal ramifications to situations like this.
Of course.
Can we just ask you then, from what you recall and what you can reveal to us, would you say that he was an organized person?
No. If we're gonna be real here, I used to Venmo request him every time that I would have to do any of his dishes, which was like probably 4 times a week. It made me a small fortune, actually. So I should probably be thanking him, but yeah, not organized. Definitely not.
Mm-hmm. Was he known for being timely, running on time, being poignant, anything?
No, he would frequently call me freaking out about something with his car while I was at my own job.
Mm-hmm.
Late to his. Timely is not a word I would use to describe that individual.
Would you say he's good at making difficult decisions?
No, not at all. I don't even have a story for that one. Just no.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Next up, I'd like to ask you, do you recognize this photograph?
Oh, yeah, I recognize that. Briggsy Dispo? There's a little controversy maybe there that, Dan's getting posted on that account. That's the other thing we have to talk about here. If we're gonna seriously consider this guy for commissioner of anything more than like what to get at 7-Eleven, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing here? I think when I came into this league, I was kind of trying to get the lay of the land, and you might need a Tom Hagen to your Vito Corleone. You might need a Consigliere because this guy's not worthy of being a threat here. Come on, Briggsy Dispo.
Briggsy Dispo, you've mentioned that account twice, so I'm assuming you are familiar with it and who it is ran by, correct?
I'm familiar. I'm not a follower myself.
That account belongs to one Nicole Briggs, Dan's ex-girlfriend.
Correct.
And we here on Quintuple PTV are a sophisticated program, so we will not talk about the drama and the ins and outs of people's personal romantic relationships. But as you pointed out, it is somewhat concerning that a Nicole Briggs ran Instagram account is now posting pictures of her ex-boyfriend, Dan Stern, again. My question to you, are you concerned that these postings can be any indications of things to come? And if they are, is it a concern that if Dan gets mixed up with his ex-girlfriend by any means, again, that it could lead him to one day mentally unravel, making him a complete liability to this league, especially in a commissionership seat?
I think Dan's a liability regardless of if he's mixed up. I like your wording there or not. But you would have to think he'd take his eye off the ball. My bet then would be any responsibility for my guy Dan is going to weigh very heavily on him. And as a guy that doesn't really have a lot of responsibilities, he's kind of takes a Tommy Pickles approach to life. And he doesn't really wear pants often. I'd be interested to see how long he lasts. It's going to be a dark chapter for sure.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for being with us on this interview. Thank you for sharing your thoughts or insights. We hope for safety in the coming months to you and your family in these dark times. If there's anything we at the studio can do, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Yeah, I'm going to the safe house right now. You may never see me again. All right.
Godspeed, Sean.
Papa's boys, Papa loser. Keep it tight, no room for a loser. Papa's boys, Papa loser. Crowd go wild, ain't nobody smoother. Papa's hustle pure.